Hey, SATEX, Ben Hall back here with Catto&Catto. Since it is 2020, we're doing everything on a recording or Zoom. Hope everybody's doing really well. We have some good news to share about the benefits. Medical, staying with Humana, no cost change to you. SATEX did get an increase from the insurance carrier, but they did not pass it on to you. So super generous, really good news. No impact to your paycheck. Dental, same cost. Vision went up by like 10 or 20 cents. Not a big deal there. Life insurance, free to you. Disability, free to you. So all in all, really great benefit year. I'm going to go through this presentation. It's going to look like I'm staring off into the distance because I'm actually looking at another screen. And so I'll be walking through this presentation really quickly. So buckle up and pack a lunch and take a look at the screen. All right. As we normally do, we've got a couple of things to review by way of just housekeeping items. At the top of this page, you'll see all the different stuff that I just referenced. At the bottom of this page, you'll see those bullet points. Those are IRS-approved qualifying life events, meaning if you've got one of these things going on in your life in the middle of the year, you can change your election in the middle of the year. Unless you got one of these events going on, you can't change. But that's not new. That's always been the way that it is. Okay, same Humana plan that we had last year. Here it is. The network is the National POS Open Access Network. Plan renews December 1st, but your deductibles, like all your benefits, always go January through the end of December. So for administrative purposes, the pricing is set every December 1, but the actual benefit itself, like the insurance, runs January to December on a calendar year. Okay, preventative services, freebie to you, annual physicals, mammogram, pap smears, childhood immunizations, all free. When you go to the doctor, you're paying a copay. Copay is just a flat rate when you actually use the benefit. 30 bucks for primary care, 65 for a specialist. If you go to a retail health clinic or virtual care, $30 copay, pretty inexpensive there. We really like that feature. Deductible, that's going to apply for like imaging or when you go into a hospital. So that's when that deductible will apply. If the bill is $100,000 and those services are covered and in network, you're only responsible for the first 5. And remember, you can arrange a payment plan for that. Your worst case scenario is what I'm highlighting right here, $7,500 per year on an individual basis. So God forbid you should go into the hospital and need something really serious, multi-day stay or whatever, your maximum liability is that $7,500 on an annual basis. Prescriptions are on 3 different tiers. Most of them are on 3 different tiers, 10, 40, and 70 bucks, just depending on how expensive or inexpensive the drug is. Here's your cost. You got 3 different kinds of costs. You've got the least expensive to you, which is gold or platinum status in Humana Go 365. You've got silver status, which is a little more to you, but that's not as good as gold or platinum. And then you've got the normal rate here. Again, these rates didn't change to you from last year. They did change to the company. There was an increase on the table, but SATEX swallowed it on your behalf. So again, that's pretty cool. Okay. Biggest thing I'm going to mention on this page, nowhere to go. This is a great public service announcement. If you go into a freestanding emergency room, that's an emergency room outside of a hospital setting, you go get a big old bill. It's not like urgent care. It's not like a retail clinic. It is a freestanding emergency room, and there's a big bill attached with something that is life or limb threatening. If it's not life or limb threatening, go to an urgent care, retail, doctor's office, do your telehealth. In fact, here it is, doctor on demand, 24/7, 365. Cost to you is going to be that $30 copay. Pretty cool. Download the app. I had a kid with an eye infection that was diagnosed one time over telehealth. It was really easy to get some amoxicillin in that case. Here's a mobile app for how to register with Humana. That way you can see in-network doctors, hospitals, see where you are and your plan of benefits throughout the year. So make sure you download that if you have not already. Go 365, we talk about a ton. If you're not registered or you're confused, the best thing you can do is call our office and call Michelle Hernandez. You need to go to go365.com, get logged in. You can kind of see this watch connects with this phone, And this phone is connected to, if I can, that app. So it tracks my steps everywhere that I go. And I get points that I can use at Amazon or other online places. And I also get discounts on my premiums. So you've got two things. You've got some Humana bucks, some Vitality bucks, and then you've got actual discounts on your medical plan. The majority of this presentation are these Aflac products. Those are handled by Richard. You guys know him. He's been there, not going anywhere. So we've got a couple of different plans. We've got the rates didn't change and the plans didn't change. You've got an accident. That's if somebody falls and breaks their arm, money goes to your mailbox. You've got a cancer plan. God forbid somebody gets diagnosed with that, money goes to your mailbox. Critical care. You go in, you've got a more exhaustive list of not just cancer, but like heart attack, stroke, things like that. If God forbid you get one of those diagnoses, then money goes to your mailbox. Hospital confinement kind of sounds like jail. That's if you go into a hospital for more than a day. And then you've got some term life insurance. Term just means it's a preset period of time. So all of that is offered through Aflac. You can either call our office and we'll route you to Richard, or if you have his contact information from years in the past, please call him to talk about the duck. Okay, you might want to close your eyes. I'm going to scroll through a lot really quickly. Those are all the rates, some more marketing material, lots of pictures of ducks. You can see how much if you break an arm in two places, it's worth more than just breaking it in one. I am not suggesting go get injured for a duck payout, but it is, you know, go big or go home. All right. Let's talk about your teeth. Guardian, rates didn't change, plans didn't change. Here's the network, the Managed Dental Guard, Inc., Texas network. Get your ID cards at guardiananytime.com. You've got something called a Dental Health Maintenance Organization Plan, or DHMO. Super cheap, couple of dollars. What this means is you will go for $5 into the dentist. And when you get to the dentist, there's a big old fat book of preset prices on a cavity, a crown, a bridge, or whatever. We can also send that preset pricing list to you in case you're interested and you want to do a little bit of planning. So let us know if we can help out there. But those are going to be your like Aspen Dental, Horizon Dental, Castle Dental type places. So you won't get the same dentist every single time. But honestly, I'd probably use a plan like this because I just need to get my teeth cleaned a couple times a year and I don't have any huge issues. If you do, there's coverage for it. It's just set on that fee schedule. And so you'd need to look that up. It's alphabetized, so it makes it easy. Let's talk about your eyes. Here's the bad news, y'all. This went up a couple pennies, like 10, 20 cents, something like that. Not a big deal. $10 copay to go in. You get $130 for cool guy or cool girl frames. My caveat here is this $15 copay that you see. If you're as blind as me, you're not getting out for a $10 copay. I got to shrink those lenses down. And so that's for people with really good vision, not for people like me. Or you'll get $130 for contact lenses. If you are like me, see this once every. This year, I actually have my eye doctor appointment tomorrow. And I have to get frames, lenses, and contacts. I can only get one or the other paid for by insurance, not both. Costs are at the bottom. Basic life, free to you, $15,000. Make sure you fill out your beneficiary. Can be anybody you want. That's where the proceeds of the life insurance go if you're no longer living. I love this slide. This ain't cheap, boys and girls. Paid for 100% by SATEX. Here's what disability insurance is. It's insurance on your paycheck. Let's take short term. Let's say you're out of sick or hurt after 1 day if you got into an accident, or after 8 days if you're sick. This is an insurance policy that protects up to 60% of your paycheck for 13 weeks. It's a paycheck protection. Pretty sweet. So that's for a short period of time. That's why it's called short-term disability. See how we named it? Pretty cool, huh? Long-term disability is, guess what? Long period of time, up to Social Security normal retirement age, 60% of your earnings, up to $3,000 a month. So if God forbid you get sick or injured and can't come back to work in any capacity, then your paycheck is protected, 60% of it, for a very long period of time. This is great sleep at night factor. Great sleep at night factor. EAP, you've got two different varieties, Humana and Guardian. Both are free to you. Free counseling. How about that? So when somebody has a problem with you, you can say you can call the EAP. Actually, you have to be employed by SATEX, so it'd have to be you calling the EAP. So a couple of different ways to get some help in the midst of COVID and everything that's going on. There's a fair amount of stress out there. So we've got some resources through Humana and through Guardian to be able to respond to some needs that you may have. Premium only plan that I'm scrolling over here just means taxes aren't taken out. There's some more information on all the different things those EAPs do. This one is from Humana right here. Let y'all read that later. There's who to call, who to sign into, and here's the Guardian EAP. So make sure you look at your free stuff. I like free stuff. Rest of this presentation, great late night reading material. We are not going to cover this for the sake of time. Required notices that I'm scrolling through here, and I'll end on our contact page, which is right here. Please call Erica in our office in downtown San Antonio. I really wish we could be with you guys this year. Maybe next, once this thing finally passes. But get all your forms into Howard. Howard will get them to us. We'll get them to Humana. We'll keep on keeping on. Thanks for watching till the end. If you're brave enough to do that, y'all have a great day.